When you think of the desert, you can immediately imagine the hot sun, sandstorms with cacti with sharp thorns, and camels walking slowly. The daytime temperature is very high. It feels scorching hot. But at night, the temperature drops to a very low level that makes you feel cold. However, do you know that you can fully enjoy fresh seafood in a place like this? You didn't hear it wrong, because China has done an incredible thing. China has succeeded in planting plants and organisms here to green the desert here. Not to stop there, China has also succeeded in creating an artificial sea in the middle of this vast desert. The extremely high annual catch of seafood surprised everyone. In today's video, we will explore how China can do this miracle. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel to support us so that we can discover new things together around the world. We would also like to know your thoughts and feelings in the comments after watching this video. Did you know that 30 years ago, most of China was made up of arid deserts that were difficult to grow seafood in? Imagine a vast piece of land with so much sun, wind, and sand. It can't create a mighty China like it is now. China has changed everything to turn a huge area of arid territory into very beautiful lands with very developed life today. The Chinese government has recognized the enormous agricultural and farming potential of successfully reclaiming this vast expanse of desert. So they came up with ambitious and innovative ideas to turn barren deserts into fertile farmlands step by step. Through pioneering techniques in land reclamation technology specifically designed for this purpose, China has successfully planted green forests along Xinjiang's vast desert highway, which constitutes an unprecedented achievement on a global scale. In addition, as reported by the South China Morning Post, SCMP, China has achieved recent technological breakthroughs in freshwater and saltwater aquaculture in China's Xinjiang Autonomous Region. These technological breakthroughs included the breeding and farming of various aquatic species, such as freshwater fish, tiger shrimp, abalone, and lobster, a remarkable achievement in the arid desert environment. In 2022, Xinjiang Shishan Aquaculture was established, which recently announced a successful pilot project involving the development of seawater simulation and regeneration technology at a fishing site adjacent to the desert. The head of the company implementing this project, Chen Zhen, confirmed that the natural salt water in the south of Xinjiang has a salinity similar to that found in other seawaters. In an article published by the China Business Herald and confirmed by the China Association of Science and Technology earlier this month, these technological breakthroughs will create favorable conditions for China to expand its artificial seafood farming activities in this land with the goal of increasing the amount of seafood supplied to the Chinese domestic market. Chen Zhen added that we took advantage of the saline alkaline soil, calibrated the concentration of probiotics, and added other micronutrients to most closely simulate the natural seawater environment, so that it is suitable for all different seafood species. These breakthroughs are of increasing concern to the Chinese people, amid concerns about seafood safety following the discharge of wastewater from Japan's Fukushima nuclear power plant. China recently imposed an import ban on all seafood products originating in the Sea of Japan, and increased imports of seafood from other countries such as Russia. Currently, the company has 6 ponds in greenhouses to offset the temperature difference in Xinjiang, and is mainly used for breeding and raising for a short time before moving to outdoor ponds. Currently, the company has been raising about 8 different types of seafood. They are all raised according to the process of raising in a greenhouse first, then moving to an outdoor pond. China is expanding the model of aquaculture in Xinjiang to expand the scale of aquaculture production to ensure the security of domestic agricultural supply. In addition, in the coming time, the company will continue to pilot the cultivation of many other seafood species to supply to the Chinese domestic market. Mr. Guo Junu, manager at Xinjiang Bentang Biotechnology Company, said that their company has sold tiger prawns for 200 yuan per kilogram. When this model is expanded further, it will have a positive impact on the income and life of people in the area. This is also the rural economic development model that China is looking to target and expand to other areas with the same climate conditions. According to a report from the United Nations, China is one of the countries with the largest aquaculture production in the world, with a contribution of more than 18% to the annual global catch. In the face of geopolitical tensions that can affect national security, so China is aiming to be independent in agricultural production due to the unstable food market context, due to geopolitical tensions, climate change, and war, so they have many great motivations behind them to continue research that expands this aquaculture model in Xinjiang and other autonomous provinces. In addition to artificial saltwater fish farming, freshwater fishing in Xinjiang also contributes to significant income for local fishermen. At dawn, Shu Qinggoi fishermen steered their boats towards the center of Boston Lake to catch fish. Boston is one of China's largest freshwater lakes, and fishing peaks between August and October each year. According to statistics from 2018, a total of 87 million cubic meters of water has been discharged into Lake Boston thanks to the flow of the Kaidu River, which significantly improves both water quality and circulation efficiency at the site. Boston Lake, with an area of more than 40,000 hectares, plays an important role in balancing the ecosystem, in addition to some roles of the lake, such as using to filter domestic water, providing shelter for many species of birds, as well as many different aquatic organisms. The lake has become a habitat for many different species of birds. According to current records, there are about 198 different species of birds living on the lake. In addition to balancing the ecosystem and water supply, it also has the largest fish production output in China, annually producing about 173 tons of seafood of all kinds, including many types of fish such as grass carp, crabs, and freshwater shrimp, ranking second in the 5 autonomous provinces in northwest China. In addition to annual fishing activities, fishermen here also annually drop millions of seed fish and seed crabs into the lake to maintain a stable breeding source and maintain long-term fishing. Boston Lake is also used by fishermen to raise Australian freshwater lobsters to supply the domestic market, to diversify seafood sources in Xinjiang, and increase income and help more people enjoy Xinjiang's fresh seafood specialties. In 2018, a Silicon Valley company called Y Combinator came up with the idea of tackling global warming by flooding the Algodones Desert region in California. With this plan, they can create millions of 0.4 hectare water reservoirs to grow algae for carbon sequestration, which serve as carbon sinks. However, with a huge budget of about 50 trillion USD, this project has not been implemented yet. Currently, the risk of desertification is threatening the world. The United Nations has warned that desertification is one of the greatest environmental challenges of our time. The United Nations announcement shows that by 2030, the fashion industry is expected to use 35% more land, mainly to grow raw materials for cheap fashion. The amount of food we lose and waste annually is equivalent to the production capacity of 1.4 billion hectares of productive land. At the current level of food consumption, by 2030, we will need an additional 300 million hectares of food production land to ensure food security for the global population, while the resources are being seriously depleted. Each year, more than 12 million hectares of land are lost due to land degradation, desertification, and drought. This is the process by which once fertile soil is degraded due to drought, deforestation, or over-farming, or due to climate change. In the process, the nutrients in the soil become so depleted that the soil ceases to be fertile and eventually becomes arid, without timely, visible intervention, with China's success in greening deserts and making them places with high economic potential that have solved a difficult problem for the world. What if this Chinese model was widely applied to countries with large areas of arid deserts and turned them into developed economies like Xinjiang, China today? Let us know by sharing in the comment section of the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.